Good evening, children. Welcome to Sri Ramanja Vidya Mandir, a temple for learning. And in the last session, we have discussed regarding work. Means the chapter what we are discussing right now, work power energy. What's the topic, children? Work power energy. Okay. So in this session, that work topic completed. Sorry, children. Okay, so in the last class we have seen what is work, how do we define work, and basing on that work concept, you have written the exam and everyone got a good score. In the assignments, in the work sessions, in the question papers, I have added some questions somewhat advanced level. Why? Because if the same questions what I'm discussing here, if I give you again, you will be feel somewhat bored. That's why I added some questions in work assignment. But here in the exam, I given the questions which are from explanation, and that is also the paper difficulty level is moderate. Okay, so the continuation from the for that lesson, work completed. Next we are about to discuss regarding a very important topic, children. Okay, for what purpose we all eat? Okay, humans usually eat, means we generally eat. Breakfast we eat, lunch, dinner, snacks. So many times we used to eat in the throughout the day. What is the purpose of eating? If we don't eat, what will happen? What is the purpose of eating? What is the purpose? Okay, there should be some necessity, right? Eating is not a habit. There should be some purpose. And on vehicles, for automobiles, we used to fill with some petrol, diesel, some oil. Okay, what is the need? Why do we providing fuel for automobiles and for our body? For our body, food is our fuel. For automobiles, either petrol or diesel. What is the necessity? Okay, why we are eating? If we won't eat, what will happen? Okay, children. So when you are eating, what will happen? The food what we are eating will be converting into energy. Okay, the food what we are eating, biologically it will convert into calories, and while we are doing, if you want to perform any work, that calories will be converting into energy. Okay, by using that energy we can able to do some work, we are able to perform some activity. Okay, children, so the topic here is energy. Okay, children, energy, very important topic, very important. What is the purpose of energy? Okay, suppose if energy not there, there won't be any work done. Okay, what is work? We already discussed in the last class. What is work? Work is nothing but we need to apply the force and the body should be in motion. So if we want to make any body to move, what is the necessity thing, children? Force. How can we apply force? By using energy. If we eat, we will get some energy. By using that energy, we can perform some task. Suppose if I want to move any body, like car or chairs, any object you can take. Okay, if I want to move, what is the necessity thing? I should have some energy. Okay, in order to perform the task, I should have some energy, or else I can't perform that work. Understood, children? So in order to perform any activity in our day-to-day life, the fundamental thing is we should have energy. Only for that energy purpose we eat. Suppose if you want to run any automobile, okay, how it will run? By consuming heat energy. Okay, children, the fuel what you are keeping in the petrol, the tank, it will be burnt as soon as you start the engine. As soon as you ignite the engine, the fuel inside starts burning. It releases heat energy. That heat energy will be converting into mechanical energy, and the vehicle use it to run. So here what is the fundamental thing? Energy. Okay, without energy, this universe is only formed due to what? Energy. Okay, so very important topic. Okay, children, let's get into it. Energy is the ability to do work. Energy is the ability to do work. Okay, children. ability to do work. What is work, children? What is work? Work means one object will be there, we need to apply some force, and the body should move. This is nothing but simply work. Okay, so if we want to make any body to move, what is the fundamental requirement, children? Energy. Suppose you no need to do any task. Okay, in our body the blood used to move. You know very well, in our body throughout our nerve system the blood used to travel. It will transport oxygen for every organs, blood. Okay, so in order to move that blood we require food. Suppose if you don't want to move your blood inside, just one example, heart used to pump the blood. Okay, so the blood used to travel, the blood is moving. Who is giving that force? Heart. Understood, children? So if you are not eating, what will happen? The heart will not receive any energy in order to in order to move the blood. I am not going into biological things, I am saying the fundamental thing. The blood need to be traveled inside our body. Okay, so while traveling, if you want to make any particle to travel, what is the requirement, children? I already mentioned, without application of force you can't expect anything to move. Even a minute particle, even an atom, even an electron, even a neutrino, whatever, if you want to make it to move, there must be some force, then only you can move. So inside our body blood used to move. Okay, so who is applying the force on the blood? Heart creating pressure, that is nothing but blood pressure. Due to that pressure, force will be created throughout the body, throughout the nerves, and due to that force the blood used to move. Suppose if you are not eating, energy won't be sufficient in order to apply in order to create the pressure, and that person will gradually die. Okay, so fundamental thing is what? Even our body also there is going on, means maybe physically we are not moving. Suppose if I am standing here, maybe I am not moving, but inside our body, inside my body, blood is transferring or not? Throughout my body blood transfer is taking place. Okay, so in order to transfer that blood, force is required. In order to get the force, heart should give some pressure. In order to get that pressure, heart requires energy. In order to get that energy, what we should do? We should eat. Okay, children? So work means, always remember, body should move. Always. Again I am repeating, work means always you should remember what? The body, not necessarily a body, a minute particle. A particle should move. Always remember this. Particle should move. In order to move the particle, we should have some ability. If I want to move the chair, I should have some ability. I should have some capability. Who is giving that capability? Energy. Energy is nothing but it is the ability to perform the work. Ability to perform work. Okay, so energy is conserved quantity. Conserved, what is meant by conserved, children? What is conserved quantity? What is conserved? Conserved means never be destroyed. Conserved means it won't decrease or it won't increase. Understood, children? Conserved means it always remains constant. We can't make it to destroy. That is nothing but conserved. Always it will be remains. It remains in some form. I'm not saying like a heat, like electrical energy, like a mechanical energy. Not I'm saying, I'm not giving any forms for the energy. Simply I'm saying energy is conserved quantity. Conserved quantity means which can never be destroyed. Energy we can never destroy. Energy we can never destroy, children. Conserved means that is the case. We can never make it, give it an end. Okay, means simple terms I am giving, we can't destroy that one. Conserved quantity. And the law of conservation of energy states that energy can neither be created nor be destroyed, but can only be converted from one form to another. Okay, energy, we can't create energy. You may be thinking that you are eating food and you are creating energy inside. You are not creating any energy. Okay, suppose you are eating some pulses. You have eaten some pulses. How your parcels got made? By using that sunlight energy. Okay, by sunlight you will receive some energy. Due to that energy, plants use it to make that food, and by using that food, plants use it to grow, and it use it to give some fruits, flowers, whatever. Okay, that food material we used to consume, means that light energy converted into, we are taking that energy, and it will be converted inside our body into heat energy. Understood, children? Whatever the energy we are consuming, ultimately it will be transformed into heat. That's why once practically once think, when you are doing some heavy workout, or you are performing some activity, okay, just simply perform this activity. Do your hands like this, with your palm do like this, make your fingers to move, make your fingers to move. What will happen after some time? Our hand will get heated, our hand will become somewhat warm. Okay, why? Because when we are performing this activity, our hand will release some work, so release some energy. Okay, without energy I can't move, so I am consuming some energy. That energy will be released into what? Consumed in the form of heat. Okay, energy will be consumed in form of heat for our body, I am saying usually. And suppose if you turn on the light, turn on the bulb, okay, we will get light energy. Next, suppose if you want to run any motor vehicle, you require what? Petrol. What that petrol will do? That petrol will be converting into heat energy. Further, that heat energy will be converted into mechanical energy. Okay, specifically I am not saying what we have only that is the energy. So many forms are there. Positive energy there, negative energy there. Okay, so you may be getting the doubt. I am saying that if a person want to survive, energy is needed. Suppose if energy not there, that person will die. Here I given another statement. I don't know you got doubt or not, but I am keeping that question in front of you. I said that energy is conserved quantity, never be destroyed. We can't destroy the energy, and energy can either be created nor be destroyed. Okay, now the person, living human being, having some energy, he is surviving. Okay, he is having some energy. Now he died. Okay, now he is a dead person. That entire energy used to be converted into some other form, right? How it is converting? Understood my question? A human being or any living creature, as soon as it is surviving, it will have some energy inside. That energy, death, how it is converting? Okay, practically we don't have any proof for that. Hypothetically we are saying that that energy will be converting into some soul, some positive energy, negative energy. So many things we are describing. Why? Because we don't know. Okay, some things are there which we can't explain scientifically. Okay, that's why I'm not making any of set of discussions here. Okay, next, so energy can be transformed, neither be created. We can't create new energy. We cannot create also. Okay, suppose I am taking one example. Now I describe one motor vehicle is there, motorcycle. In this we are giving fuel. What this fuel is doing? It is converting into heat, and it is converting into mechanical energy, and that mechanical energy is giving to wheels, and the wheels are rotating. This is the concept I have set for you. Okay, so children, once see here, heat. How that heat is created? By fuel. Fuel also have some form of energy, chemical energy. Fuel is chemical energy. So chemical energy transformed to what, children? Chemical energy, chemical energy transformed to heat energy, and that heat energy transferred to mechanical energy. Understood, children? That fuel is not creating the heat energy. Again I am saying, most of the students may get doubt. Okay, statements you need to observe very clear. Energy cannot be created nor be destroyed, but can be converted. Okay, now see the form. Can be converted from one form to another form. Can be converted from one form to another form. See, children, observe this line. So this is the form now. chemical energy is one form, chemical energy, and this form converted to what? Heat energy, and this form converted to what? Mechanical energy. Chemical to heat, heat to mechanical, one form of energy converting into another forms. Okay, further after mechanical energy, some frictional energy will be created, friction energy due to friction, heat energy, so many things will be there, we no need to discuss. Ultimate what I am saying is, no energy is going to extinct, energy we cannot destroy, no energy we can't create. Always some part of energy we should converting into some other part of energy. Remember this point, children. Always we cannot create any new energy. Okay, some form of energy we can convert to some other form. In order to convert like that, we can invent some tools. Okay, in order to create, in order to convert like that. So now chemical energy I am saying that it is converting into heat energy converting into mechanical. That heat energy to mechanical energy, we know that it will be transforming like that. We know we can convert into heat energy to mechanical energy. In order to convert like that, we require engine. Okay, so we can design that engine, we can make an equipment which can transform the energy one form to another form, another form. We can make an instruments which can convert one form to another form. Now electrical energy converting into light energy. Who is converting like that? Light or bulb, tube light or bulb or lamps, so many things are there. Okay, so here we can create the instruments, we can invent those instruments, we can create those devices, okay, which can convert one form of energy to another form. But what we can't create? Energy. Okay, children, remember very very important point. Up to your graduation level, after post graduation, wherever, whatever the studies you can make, this fundamental thing you should never forget. SI unit of energy. SI unit of energy is joule. SI unit of energy is what, children? Joule. Don't pronounce like joule. So many times I heard students, so many people use it to pronounce as joule. It is not joule, it is joule. Okay, SI unit. SI unit of energy is what, children? Joule. 1 joule is equal to 10 power 7 erg. 1 joule equal to 10 power 7 erg. See, children, one point here. SI unit and CGS unit. SI unit is what, children? SI unit is what? Joule. CGS unit is what, children? SI unit is joule, CGS unit is erg. ERG, erg. SI unit is joule, CGS unit is erg. Okay, so 1 joule is equal to 10 power 7 erg. Means, children, here 1 joule equal to 10 power 7 erg. 10 power 7 erg. You may get doubt. For work done also the units were joule. For energy also the unit is what? Joule. Don't confuse, children. For work done, whatever the units are there, for energy also same unit. Okay, for work done, whichever the units were there, same units will be applied for energy also. Okay, so that's why I am continuing that topic. Remember, children, 1 joule is equal to 10 power 7 erg. Suppose I will give you some question, children. Suppose if the question is coming like this in your exam. Okay, suppose this is the question. 2 joule equal to dash erg. How many ergs? 2 joule equals to how many erg? What you should do, children? Simply what you will do, take this 2. 2 into 1 joule equal to 10 power 7 erg. Multiply with 10 power 7. That's it. Okay, 2 into 10 power 7 erg. Okay, suppose if he is asking 3 joule converted to erg, what you will do? 3 into 10 power 7. Understood, children? Simple. Very, very simple conversion. Conversion is also very simple in this. Okay. So always remember, you may confuse why, because while solving the problems, the question may be given in joule, means the ultimate answer also you will get in the joule units, but options we will see in terms of erg. Okay, entire process you will solve, the ultimate answer you will get in the units of joule, in the terms of joule. Options will be in terms of erg. At that time what you should do, you need to use this conversion. 1 joule equal to 10 power 7 erg. Okay, children? CGS, remember, SI unit is joule, CGS unit is erg. Don't forget. Yeah, types of energy. Energy is what makes matter move or change. Energy is what makes matter move or change. Means now only I described regarding that. Fundamentally, there are two types. Fundamentally, okay, mainly there are two types. The main classification, kinetic energy and potential energy. Okay, children, kinetic energy and potential energy. I will give an example, children. Suppose when you turn off your fan use it to rotate, right? Okay, fan use it to have blades. As soon as it is in on condition, the fan blades use it to rotate. Okay, now what I am saying, you just turn off your fan. As soon as the fan is in on condition, the blades use it to rotate. Now you turn off that fan. Do that fan stop immediately? Once think. Do that fan stops immediately? It won't. Up to some time, it will continue to rotate. Okay? Why it will continue to rotate? Why? Because the fan blades, that whole body, as soon as it is in motion, it will create some energy. That energy is nothing but kinetic energy. What is that energy, children? Kinetic energy. Okay? What that energy will do, suppose if you turn off the fan, electrical energy will stop, but still kinetic energy is there. That kinetic energy now help the fan to move. What electrical energy will do, children? It will make the fan to rotate. Okay, with the help of energy, electrical energy, the fan will rotate. Even though you turn off the fan, even though you cut off the power supply, okay, the fan will rotate sometime. I already mentioned. Without application of force, the body can't move. If you want the force, there must be presence of energy. Who is giving that energy now? The energy what is created, what is made by the fan while it is rotating. That energy will help the fan to rotate now. Okay, I think you got idea. Whenever any body is in motion, means it is moving. Okay, due to that motion, it will create some energy inside. Means that motion will be converted into energy. Which energy? Kinetic energy. Due to change in position, energy will be created. That energy is nothing but kinetic energy. That energy will help us to move somewhat forward. Suppose while you are running, okay, you are in a running race. Suddenly if I say to stop, can you stop immediately? Once think, children, suppose if I say to stop suddenly, you are running very fast. In order to win the race, you are running. Suddenly I came in the middle and I told to stop. What you will do? You can't stop immediately. Okay? Immediately you can't stop running. Did you observe any time? Do you think about it? Why you are not able to stop? Because as soon as you are in running condition, your entire body will store kinetic energy. As soon as you stop running, that kinetic energy will push your body to move forward. As soon as kinetic energy not there, you are intentionally you are making your legs to run. Okay, you are applying your energy now in order to move. While you are moving, your body consumed, your body created kinetic energy. As soon as you stop giving energy to your body, that kinetic energy will come into play and it will make your body to move forward. That's why suddenly you can't stop. Understood, children? See, energy of motion. Whenever any body in motion, it will consume some energy. In these different types are there: mechanical energy, electrical energy, thermal energy, radiant energy, even sound energy. This all comes under what, children? Kinetic energy. You may get doubt how that sound energy can be kinetic energy. Okay, children, how the sound will be created means by the motion of molecules in air. In air is an invisible particle, invisible matter. In this air, so many molecules will be there. Whenever those molecules are vibrating and moving, sound energy will be created. Okay, children. Next, what is potential energy? Potential energy means the energy which is created due to the position of body. Now the body won't move anywhere. It will just sit there. It will just be in the rest condition. Even though it will create some energy. Understood, children? Even though the body is at rest, it will create some energy. It won't move anywhere. Anywhere it won't move. It will just stay in its own place, even though it will create. That energy is potential energy. Example C, children. Here, let us take a tall building is there. Okay, any building you can take. Multi-storage building. On this, for any building where you will keep water tank will be placed at the top of the roof. At top of the building you will keep water. Okay, water will be there. Now, why you are keeping that water tank on top? Why you are not keeping it down? You can keep here also the water tank, same water tank. We can connect with pipes to all the flats. But why you are keeping on top? Got doubt, children? Anytime? Everywhere you can see all the water tanks will be kept on top of the building, not at the bottom. Because due to the position, okay, if you observe, whenever you are keeping the water tank at the top, whenever it is maintaining some height, it will consume potential energy. It will create potential energy. Okay, children? What it will create? Potential energy. That potential energy help the water to move with more force, move with more speed. Understood? Suppose if the same water tank, if we keep it down, means you are not maintaining any height. Okay, you no need to make that water tank will never dance. It won't run. It won't do anything. It will just simply sit there. Even though it is able to create potential energy. That potential energy which is created is helping the water inside to move with more force to all the flats in that building. Okay, suppose if the water tank kept at the down, the height will not be there. Height will be 0. If height not there, if you are not maintaining the height, there won't be any potential energy. If there is no potential energy, the water can't move to all the apartments. Understood, children? The energy which is created due to the position. When any body is kept at some height, it will carry some energy. It will create some energy, that is potential energy. If a body is in motion, it will create some energy, that is kinetic energy. Again, in potential energy, there are types: chemical energy, nuclear energy, gravitational energy, elastic energy. A very, very interesting topic, children, this one. The energy. Okay? Yeah, potential energy. See, children, this picture I did not keep for decoration purpose. This picture has a meaning. Okay? After completion of the next slide, I will explain. See, children, potential energy is energy that is stored or conserved in an object or substance. Means the energy which is stored, children. Okay, suppose if you previously gave an example, in the water tank the energy will be stored. Okay, the stored energy is nothing but potential energy. Okay, in the next class I will continue with what is that potential energy and what is the meaning of this picture. Okay, so thank you. Have a nice day.